Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Another episode of this age-old... Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first... It's full on! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Full on! Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nesta cuts it out. Now it's Vieri. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And here's Forlan. It's a really well-measured ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is well cleared. And it's Snyder. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Snyder really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a promising position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. It's going to be another corner, I think. Inter Milan have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And Mosso does well to get it back. He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! And it's come back out to him. And he's stuck it away. And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Forlan! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Last last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Vieri.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Chance! Well, now in he goes again. No, not the best of headers.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Vieri. Now it's Vieri.
That's a modern defender's instinct from
He leaps for it! Goal! Inter! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. But the defence let themselves down by not picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Vieri going about things with real menace. Drives it in, and a header! And there's his goal! Inter are back in business! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Forlan. Muscular approach does pay off here. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. And this is Vieri. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Can he finish? Milan do have a chance to counter here. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta, and he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Decent chance! Superb goal! That was a given, it always was.
Forlan really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Thuram receives it in a wide position, and they've managed to get rid. Forlan! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Hullet, and this is Forlan. Schneider, nicely spread.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
A nice sequence of passes, this. Batistuta, and Batistuta! There's a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of
And we've reached half-time. Inter Milan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, as remarkable as it is, this is where we stand, an extraordinary scoreline, and it's only half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Kostic gets over and intercepts. Paz. And That looks a decent ball. Thuram. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Vieri receives it in a good position here. Chance! And for a moment, time stood still. That's going wide left. Schneider. Ronaldinho. Schneider is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Forlan. Paz. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Maldini. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the pass is intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Schneider. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 19.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Paz. And here's Pulisic. Pulisic! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pulisic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Probing pass. And he's intervened well there. And he's heaved it away. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram has a look and plays it forward. And Paz.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 10.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Lascia il campo per il numero 4, cambio di giocatori.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pass isn't the best. Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Distributed tidily. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Lukaku. Now it's Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Lukaku. Oh, nicely intercepted. Maldini.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Not the most convincing of passes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Ronaldinho. Lukaku. De Bruyne. And a chance! Dispatched clinically. We thought they were done, but never say never. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And it's De Bruyne. Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Engages and forces him off the ball. De Bruyne. And here's Ronaldinho. And Zielinski. And the number on the board is 3. Now that's well seen too. And here's Pulisic. De Bruyne. Pulisic. Davids.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Inter Milan displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Nesta. Now it's Totti. Pulisic. Tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. Defending of the desperate variety. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Fiore. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's been drilled in. And it's been hooked away. Maldini proves too strong. And this is Ronaldinho. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now it's Pulisic. De Bruyne. And this is Lukaku. Davids. Now it's Totti. Totti. And he's got the beat. It's Totti! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pulisic, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's De Bruyne! Another one of football's and how moments.
Attenzione, un cambio.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, important interception. Chance, surely! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? So just 15 minutes still to come. Inter Milan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8. Lascia il campo.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner?
Una sostituzione.
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Knocks it out wide, and it's Rijkaard. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Cambio di giocatori.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Modric. Tries to pass it through. That is great defending, so alert. Ibrahimovic! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Mateus picks it up from the goal kick. Knocks it into space. Ibrahimovic touches it back. He's picked his way through. Pass somewhat off target. Serginho. Lukaku. And it's Ronaldinho. So what can they make of this? Oh, a gilt-edged chance! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the... It's Lukaku! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a lucky 7th corner. That's a decent clearance.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Serginho. And that will be it. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Inter really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio.